we got 2 vehicles left after all of it's over here at the Redman TNT Super Nationals here in the Astrodome. I'm Brock Yates along with Steve Evans, and you know what? They're both called Bigfoot. That's Bigfoot, and then we got the Bigfoot Shuttle. Bob Chandler on board the Shuttle, and I see you right down there near him, Steve. How's he doing?
I'll tell you, Brock, to the fans up in the seats, these trucks might look like little toys running around down here. But when you stand up next to one, they are pretty impressive. In fact, just a little bit frightening. I give them a real wide berth.
Yeah, they do look like they're a little out of control. All right, there is Chandler, the boss, and here is the over-the-shoulder view from Jim Kramer's point of view as he gets ready to go in the Bigfoot.
You know, I talked to both the drivers, and there's no fix in here either way. These guys are good friends. The boss in the Shuttle, the employee in Bigfoot, and they shook hands and said, let's race for it. And still, it is rough out there. In fact, maybe rougher yet. The cars are easier to go over, but that's about it.
Well, look at that little Shuttle make that turn there. Here comes Kramer. Looks like oh, look at that. The Bigfoot Shuttle jumped right in front of Kramer. And now Kramer seems to just use that giant horsepower to blast right by. I think it's going to be the Bigfoot that wins it. Yes.
Brock, I'm standing here, and the place has gone mad, especially the kids. They just love Bigfoot, and he won it by a half a car length. I thought for a minute that the boss had it in the little Shuttle with 160 horsepower. Now look at Kramer. He's the only guy I've seen all night that drives quite like that. He hangs right out the window where he can get a view over that left front tire.
I don't think he can see anything else except tires, Steve. He's looking right down at just a bunch of tread as he bounces over those flattened wrecks. Remember, we said they weren't going to be a factor, and they're really not, as Kramer looks like he's headed for victory right now.
Well, I hope none of Bob Chandler's 7 other drivers are watching, because in confidence, Chandler told me that Kramer was absolutely the best of the bunch, the finest monster truck driver on earth, and I got to agree with him. But right here, I thought we might bend some sheet metal.
Right, looked like a little figure-8 encounter here as these 2 vehicles get turned around and get ready to head back toward the finish line. Here it looks like Kramer's got the lead, but there comes the Shuttle. Just squeezes right in front of him. And I'll tell you what, a mighty vulnerable little vehicle he is right now.
I don't think Kramer had any thoughts about crushing the boss inside the Shuttle. And look at this leap.
And that's where Jim Kramer just buries his foot in the throttle of that big Ford and forges right on past the boss. This is where the big horsepower of Bigfoot paid off. Here comes the finish, and by a whisker, a very popular victory. Let's talk to both drivers. Steve's with them.
Well, Brock, back into the arena come both the Bigfoot drivers, the winner, Jim Kramer. And Jim, you were right, he was tough.
I think he's very tough. I think he was actually playing with me at the other end.
You had a problem negotiating the turn. It looked like you went the wrong way.
I did. I went around the cones backwards, but it's come out pretty good. As long as I went around the cones, I figured it was legal.
A little brain fade, or you trying a new route?
No, I couldn't control it. I come off the last set of cars, and I didn't know where they were. So I ended up going too far, and then I went around the other way and came back. So
well, I hope you guys had as much fun doing it as I did watching.
I had a ball.
How about you?
Real good time, real good time.
They dominated tonight.
Well, we all had a super time here at the Redman TNT Super Nationals. Bigfoot, the Pullers, the Mudboggers, everybody. Thanks for joining us. I'm Brock Yates along with Steve Evans from the Astrodome.